Hey my friends, what's going on? Cater here on a beautiful day, my friend. Pound that for watching this video. Wow! So guys, today in this video, guys, I want to talk about make money online, right? Why you should always check your bank statement. Now, this is something that I had to learn how to do because when I was literally totally broke, I hated checking my bank statement. Why? Because some of the time you just don't want to see the negative fee, or you don't want to see the overdraft fee that's in there, or you don't want to see the negative balance, or you just scared or afraid, or and if you start building a business now where you have to constantly look at where your money is going, what's being spent, how much is being spent, how much you're spending on advertising, are you paying people, what's going out, you have to now create a different mindset. And I know some people that happens to in the beginning, that happens to me, even when I started making money, I sometimes don't pay attention to it. And the thing you're gonna realize, whatever that you neglect, decrease. Whatever you pay attention to, increase. So if you want your money to increase, you gotta pay attention to it. So you gotta be in there. You gotta be in your bank statement checking out what's going on. So let's dig more in this video about checking your bank statement. You go hard, right? You go hard or you go home. You know what's gonna happen to yourself, guys. I can tell you can change your life. All right, so cool. So how do you do this? So as your business start progressing, right? Because a lot of us who's building online businesses, a lot of us entrepreneurial people who just started in business, it's not like we went to school and got a career in business where you learn, how to do proper CPA, how to properly manage your money. I think money management is one of the less predictable skill or less taught skill that every human being needs, but yet it's not being taught in school. Our parents don't teach that to us because a lot of them don't even know how to manage their money. So therefore, a lot of us who's trying to reach financial freedom, we're gonna battle that beast for a while before you actually find a mentor or you start learning on how to manage money. And I'm not talking about the stuff that your dad teach you, or save, a penny earn is a penny save, a penny save is a penny earn, or save money, that's how you're gonna get rich, or save for the rainy day. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you're managing a business, you're building a business, and you have to be in your bank account to know how much did you spend on advertising, how much should you spend on yourself, how to pay yourself first. Like, I never even learned that from my parents because we learned to pay the bills first. So most people, they go to work, what they do, they get a paycheck from the boss, they come home, the first thing they do is check the light bill, the other bill. We don't learn to pay ourselves first, and when I came into this online business, one of my mentors told me the first thing, Cater, learn to pay yourself first. Pay yourself 10% for your hard work, that you're gonna put that money somewhere, that understanding the purpose of saving. Like, people save money. I won't say people, I'll say myself, right? I used to save money to spend. Let's say I want to buy a big screen TV, so I save money to spend money, okay? Now, what you must understand, if you're gonna grow to a whole next level, you need to save to invest. Okay, don't save to spend. Don't save because you want to buy this nice sneaker, or don't save for your next car. You want to save to invest. That's where you want to go. So the 10% that I'm taking out of my money, every week when I do my calculation, or when my CPU do my calculation, it's for me to invest into bigger projects. It's for me to invest into bigger businesses to help myself grow. That's what they're not teaching you in school. So you gotta pay attention to your bank account. You gotta pay attention to your money so you know exactly where the heck is it going. What are you doing to it? So, like I said, whatever you don't pay attention to is gonna decrease. So if you don't pay attention to your money, you're not gonna know where you spend it. It's just gonna go all over the place. So you're gonna have to take some time. Some of you might not be able to hire a CPA in the beginning, but hey, you're gonna have to manage it yourself. Like, let me show you here real quick. So what you wanna do, if you start making money in your business, okay, you start growing a business, You want to take a day out of the week, even if it's 2 or 3 hours, just to get your spending, your expenses, how much money the business made you, how much can you spend on yourself. Because Some people, they get happy, lucky, so excited, they make 10 G's, they go spend 10 G's and not realizing they're actually running a business. Or they make $200, they go spend it all on buying food or on buying clothes or whatever the case can be with you. But if you don't understand, okay, how do I feed the business? How do I feed what I have? How much of it can I take for myself? And then how much of it can I actually spend? What are my expenses? Okay, what can I have to save? And how do I pay myself first? Those things you're gonna have to understand. Let me give you here real quick, okay? I just give you this data, okay? Hopefully you guys can see it, but it's kind of focus on it. Like every week I do a calculation. So it would be, so in this, what I would put, it would be like full total, how much I did for the week, how much refund that I have in the business, how much I can spend in the business, how much I pay affiliate, how much I spend on my personal spending, own stuff, how much tithes, like, I pay tithes to my church. The more money you can make, the more tithes you can actually pay. How much do I pay myself? 10%. How much taxes do I pay? Taxes. Big one. Okay? How much can I spend back into advertising? What's left and how am I going to save it? We always want to do good deed. How much can I give away to other people? How much can I help other people that's in need? Guys, I remember when I was building my business. That's why I make it a goal. Like every week, like some of you, if you follow my channel, sometimes I give $25 away for people who subscribe to my channel, people who actually take action. I give money away to my subscriber, not in a way that, oh man, I'm rich. I'm not Bill Gates. I'm not any of those guys who have a lot of money, but there's a story that touched my heart that happens to me. Let me share it with you. In the beginning when I was trying to build my business, man, it was so hard. Like things were so tough for me. Like I remember, there was days I had to go to the library and my light got cut off, man. But I wanted it so bad. I kept crying to God. I'm like, dude, like God, please, like make a way for me. Like I really want this stuff. I want it for my family. I want this stuff to work. I'm not about to quit. I'm not about to give up. I'm gonna do everything that it takes. So I remember going to the library to use the internet because I couldn't afford internet. I remember one time I bought a computer and I wanted to buy myself a Mac computer. I couldn't afford a Mac. To me, when I saw people had those keyboards in front of them, it was like, dude, I can't wait. I want to have something like that. I couldn't have the best things in life. I couldn't afford the best things because I just couldn't have the money. I was just building just in the beginning. And then I remember one time my light got cut off, right? My electricity got cut off. Imagine you just got married, you got your new bride, new wife, you're going to school, you're doing everything that society said for you to do. You're going to school trying to make stuff happen, but yet your job is not paying. Your wife lost her job. Now things are so tough. You're living on one income. You're not approved for social benefits or whatever they gave you. You couldn't get it because the wife wasn't at the job for that long. It was crazy. So I remember going to church. That experience changed my life, and that's why I was trying to change as many lives as I can by touching them. I remember going to church, and there's this brother in the church. I drove to the church, and I can promise you that the guys that I had in my car probably wouldn't make it home. I probably wouldn't be able to make it home. And then out of nowhere he came to me and he was like, here's $20. Like this guy just didn't know how much. Like that $20, I put gas in my car. When I got home, I bought some food, and then I remember I bought a little lamp, like the battery lamp. And then the next day, I think I had got some money and paid the light. It was like for a couple of days we was out of light. That's how crazy it was. Like I'm being very transparent and very real, like real story, real stuff with you guys. So like you gotta get, so if you're gonna go from that point to now where you're building a business, you gotta learn the principles of building, because back then I had no source of formation, no source of training on how to handle, on how to manage any money that comes into my hand. So when my business started to pick up, I started to just blow up like stuff. I didn't even know how much to pay myself, how much to invest back. Like right now I'm telling you guys, how much I'm taking out for this, for that, how much I'm paying my VAs and all that stuff, how much I'm paying affiliates and all that stuff. So you gotta break down your money, okay? You gotta pay attention to it. So if you had the mindset of, oh man, I don't wanna look at my bank statement because it's gonna be a bunch of negative in there. So you wanna change that. To change that, start paying attention to your numbers. Start paying attention to your money. And that's how you're going to be able to take yourself to the next level. Start seeing, where does it go? How much did I spend this week? How much expense did I have? what did I spend money on that I can retract next month? You know, what can I save a little bit more, but save to invest? Save in mind, okay, I'm trying to save 100K to invest into my first apartment that I'm gonna rent to people and they're gonna pay me. Save to invest. I'm trying to pay I'm trying to save $2,000 so I can invest into this coaching or this program that's gonna help me build my business. So I'm trying to save $1,000 so I can get my ads running. Save to invest. Don't save to spend. Like, don't save to say, hey, I'm just gonna save this money. And that's what happened to a lot of people, you know, my parents and all those people who taught me, like my friends, my neighborhood, my surrounding. They always say, save money, that's how you're gonna be good. But yet they've been saving their whole lives, and then if you ask them what they have in the bank right now, more likely it's zero, because you're not gonna get rich by saving. One of my mentors told me that. I'm sharing that with you. You will not get rich by saving. You will get rich by producing. So you gotta increase the amount of income that you're creating, and then learn how to pay yourself 10%. And then after you pay yourself 10%, learn how to invest 30% back inside of the business. And then from your saving, learn how to take new investment and start investing more, because only dollar invested you have the hope of ever seeing back. Dollar that you spend, you buy stuff, you will never see that money back. Like, I bought this watch, like, I'll never see that money back unless I sell this watch, you know, this suit, whatever that I have, this pen, I will never see that money back. But if I invest into a business model, I invest into something, there's a hope. If I learn it right, if I do it right, I'm gonna get my money back. So I want you to understand that. Always check your bank statement. Don't be afraid anymore. If you're running a business, you start making some money, find out where your money is going. Sit down at the end of the week, find out, okay, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Where am I investing? What can I cut, and how I can get to the next level? Anyway, guys, I hope you appreciate this video. If you do, please like, share, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. That was Cater. See you guys later. Shout out to the subscriber who won actually in my contest giveaway. I give away $25. If you want to be part of it, what you got to do is to follow the step. Like, comment this video, share it. Also follow me. The link in the description. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all those places. And I choose one of my subscriber in one of those places who acts, you know, who stay active on my channels and the stuff that I do. And I give out a giveaway every week.